All right, and here we are with TwanM4n, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, 80%, no out of bounds, normal casual, running on PC.
All right, hello everyone, I'm TwanM4n. This is Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. As we've mentioned, I'll go ahead and get the run started. The timer will start on first input. I'll try to, say go at the right time. We'll be doing normal, I believe, based on what I just heard, and we'll be running it on casual.
Yeah, that's correct. I don't believe that we are meeting that incentive unless someone drops it literally right this second, but I'm not seeing any donations, so.
Already selected. We're going.
We're going,
all
whether
right,
we like it or not.
I'm skipping, and it'll be just about time here in just a second. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we've got 8 stages in this game, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. I'm currently controlling Zangetsu, nice little samurai man. Basically, just have some sword attacks and a basic jump. I'm not playing on the ultimate difficulty where I would have some additional abilities. So I'm just kind of hanging out and running through the level. Also, probably one of the weaker games I've ever run for a marathon. I'm not too big on 2D platformers or Metroidvanias in terms of speedrunning, so I'm usually not terribly nervous, and I'm still maybe not the most nervous in the world, but because I'm not the strongest at Metroidvanias and 2D platformers, as I'm just like sitting here taking ridiculous damage, we'll see. I'll figure it out. We'll get there.
So this is the first in the series of the Bloodstained, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct. The I guess you kind of would, I guess, spiritually consider it, a Castlevania game because of Koji Igarashi's input in the game, who's known, as previously because of the Castlevania series, and it's very similar to, I believe, Castlevania 3. I'm not huge on Castlevania games in particular, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that. But yes, this is the first one. Ritual of the Night came after. I think this was a Kickstarter like stretch goal for Ritual of the Night. I need to watch my health here. All right, I need to be careful. I've already taken way more damage than I was expecting. Let me think this through. Oh no, okay. All right, there we go. Can I at least beat the first level? Oh my gosh.
We'll get there.
I've done a lot of runs for NoReset. This one's the one where I'm like, Shokashi was like, you got something to submit for this event? I'm like, maybe. And I have the wrong sub-weapon for this fight, by the way, so we'll see what happens. I accidentally hit one of the blue, so there's like the purple lanterns and the yellow lanterns. The yellow lanterns just have like different types of drops. Hopefully it's like weapon for me. And then the purple ones drop like a different type of sub-weapon. And what I wanted for this fight was I guess it's a whip, like a diagonal whip. But I accidentally didn't pick it up, or I had it and then I lost. So great start for me.
What do you think, Chad? Is this going to be the first ever reset in a no reset marathon?
No. Taking a lot of damage here, though.
What the hell did you say? What's that now? Did I hear correct? Did you use the R word?
We can't use that word here.
Nope.
Oh man, and then I fell off. Oh my gosh. Look, I'm gonna get all the bad stuff out of the way real early. That's what's gonna happen here, and this is gonna be great from here on out.
Just bleed that bad karma right away.
Yeah, we're just getting it all out early. I should have been done with this fight about a minute ago.
We're blaming RNG for this fight right now.
I wish. Oh my gosh. And if we're playing on Ultimate, I'd have my double jump here, and I could just be hitting Mr. Train Monster Man right now. Oh, I guess I could there. I'm really good at this game, by the way.
Yeah, you know that's a true gamer moment. You can't blame the controller, so you blame the donations.
There we go, finally. Jeez. Okay. So most of these bosses have like an attack after you take them out, and because I have 3 health bars remaining, I wanted to make sure I hid behind the, I guess, coal. I'm a geologist. That doesn't look like coal to me, but I assume that they're, that it's supposed to be coal. It's an 8-bit game, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Are you really a geologist?
I am a geologist.
Man, that job absolutely rocks.
I didn't say that. It's a nice job. That's a rock.
I gotta ask, do 10-year-olds randomly come up to you and say, "Hey, do you want to fight?"
Oh my gosh. No.
Is your name Brock in real life?
My middle name is a mineral.
That's actually interesting.
And the county that I grew up in is a rock, and the road that I grew up on is also a rock. So
it was fated.
I don't know what I'm doing. I practiced a lot of the ultimate, so now my brain is like, do all the ultimate strats, and I don't have a double jump, so I can't jump over these initial enemies in the second level. Anyway, I'm not talking too much about what's happening in the game. I just added Miriam. Miriam's the main character in Ritual of the Night. She's got a whip. She's got a really tall jump. Very useful. You will see me looking for the axe. I know where to find it. It's all the sub weapons are in the same spots in each of these lanterns. But that axe is very, very useful in this run. She also has a slide that I'm going to use to get through a couple spots, like right there. Instead of having to run around that entire part of the level, I can just slide underneath there.
I gotta ask you, I'm sorry, because we don't get a geologist very often around here.
Mm-hmm.
So is it true that a lot of the geologists work under the influence? Because I hear they're stoned quite often.
Well, it is a thing that geologists drink a lot as well. So, whoa! I can't believe I did that. I tried to switch back to Miriam, and then I switched back to Zangetsu.
I'll take the blame.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna die. This is quicker.
Sudoku?
Yes, and I have infinite knives. Well, knives. I don't have infinite knives. I have infinite lives because I'm playing on casual. This is a rough start, let me tell you.
This is very wholesome. You're doing great. We're behind you.
I prioritize, as I hope you may notice, I prioritize, quality content outside of the speedrunning usually. And, if the speedrun's good, then that's icing on the cake.
And you know what else is icing on the cake?
I don't know what you're going to say.
I mean, there's no pun coming. I just wanted to tell you, if it can calm your nerves, just relax. We're on front page, no big deal.
We're on front page, I see.
Yeah,
I almost did it again.
As a geologist, I gotta say, you're really salt of the earth kind of guy. I really respect you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
You're definitely digging down deep. Wow, I actually unintentionally did that one. Oh no. Oh, that was actually, well, I need it for Miriam. Give me the heart when I've got Miriam, please. Let me grab that real quick. I should have known when Shokashu messaged me, and I'm like, you know what? I'll submit this. I like NoReset. I'll submit this run that I'm very, very bad at. That it was gonna bite me.
So I gotta ask, as a geologist, are you familiar with a certain blue bomber?
I can't say I'm ultra familiar with Rockman, but again, 2D platformers.
Another game you might be familiar with that I think geologists usually suck at. If you play rock, paper, scissors against a geologist, always go for paper.
That's a good point. Great strategy. Okay. All right. Let me take a deep breath. Let me grab that. That's useful. Let me grab this. This is also useful. Oh, I don't have a lot of health. That's not great. Ooh, okay. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna clutch this out somewhere or another. So the second boss, I'm gonna use the sub-weapon of Zangetsu, which is this weird little black hole-ish looking thing to do some initial damage on the boss and then go in with some axe attacks. But I'm gonna have to be very careful because I don't have a lot of health. I thought I could change back with the iframes. Woo! All right.
It's okay. We're only at 2. We're not counting or anything.
I'm oofed. I'm feeling it right now. Let me run Uncharted real quick. I can do that one. not a Metroidvania, unfortunately.
This is fine.
Now I don't have Miriam, so let's see what we can do here.
I'm liking DD's pun in chat right now. I've never seen a geologist win a rock, paper, scissors game against a mailman. Just saying.
Forgot about the attack there. I know about your little bubbles. Ah! We're taking this real slow. Thankfully, I do have. Dang it! Thankfully, I do have. Did give a pretty decent estimate, a very generous estimate. So, dang it! I'm not used to getting anywhere near this far in the fight. Oh, and of course I missed it. Everything's going great. Oh, that was delayed. Probably gonna die again here, unfortunately.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
Unless I'm a few hits away. Oh no. I did like 4 runs before this. Didn't die in the last 2. I was feeling pretty good.
See, that's the thing. You wasted your good runs on your practice.
I did. You're not
I've been there. Been there.
I'm not even playing on ultimate. This is killing me. Literally killing me, in fact.
It's fine. You're killing it.
So you'd say that this run is much like rocks that you find. Very rough.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have the axe now either. Okay. Okay.
It's in the bag.
This is not gonna go well.
Got this. It's fine.
Eventually I'll get things back on track. I guess we'll just throw the knives and see where we get with that.
Are you a fan of Ozzy Osbourne?
Kind of. Of course the ice is gonna block it.
I just want to do a quick update on donations here. So Super Castlevania 4 Whip Only is currently at $640 out of $1,250. It's about halfway there. Let's see if we can get there, chat. Save and Kill the Animals, $292 for save, only $60 for Kill the Animals. Looks like we're burning frames to save the animals so far. And then we have Castlevania 2 Randomizer, choose the character. Looks like Samus is the only choice that everyone is going for. Michelangelo has $22 though.
So I'm going to take the damage here. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to be nearly enough to hurt me. We made it through the second fight. The second boss fight, rather. Maybe if I hydrate, world level 3 will be better. Stay hydrated. All right, Alfred. Alfred will be very useful in the second level. I have to think a little bit because I want to make sure I pressed up, not right apparently. Because I want to make sure I've got my sub weapons right in my head now that I'm all off because I died. Alfred has 2 different sub weapons that are useful here. There's going to be a fire shield, I guess I'd call it, that I'll be using in this level that he currently has now, and then an ice arrow that we're going to use a lot of later on.
Now, I'm a little bit familiar with these characters from Ritual of the Night.
Mm-hmm.
I think Miriam's the one that you play as. The other 2, well, I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't played it, but let's just say that they're in the game.
And I'm being ultra conservative at this point with all my strats here. I'm more likely to, or more inclined to take damage as Zangetsu, A, because Zangetsu has a lot of health, but also because I don't need him as much. I can afford to lose him if something bad happens to him. So right now, in terms of sub-weapons, all I need is that axe. Miriam's got those knives, and the knives are not very useful in terms of big-time speed strats. I don't know why I didn't get that.
So how long have you been running Bloodstained for?
I actually took a 3-year hiatus until Shungishu emailed or DM'd me, which is why I had to like de-rust pretty quickly. So I ran it for about a month or two, and then decided, you know what, I'll submit this.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not in my big time repertoire. I run a lot of action RPGs, JRPGs, games like that. So now I've got Alfred's Ice Arrow, which is going to come in very handy for a lot of the remaining boss fights. I just totally whiffed on that. All right. Wow, this is real bad. Okay.
You're fine.
This is far worse than any practice run I did. This is quite amazing. All right.
This was world record attempt, right?
Something like that. And I don't have Miriam's axe. I'm trying to think. I think I must. Oh, I should have carried it over into this level from World 2. That's what it was. Okay, that's gonna make this fight hard too. Great. I'm gonna hope that this purple lantern right here has the axe. No. Okay. Well, I think I'd rather have that. Oh, one more chance. Great. Wonderful. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. So
We got there, chat. We got the weapon we needed.
The Money Man. There is a quick kill here. Given how things have gone, I'm gonna assume that I've bled out all of my bad karma, and then I'm gonna get a relatively quick kill. I'm gonna remain optimistic. Let's see. So I'm gonna. Oh well. I kind of thought there was gonna be more. Why do I do this to myself? Okay. Let's see. All right. I can at least get some of this out of the way. Wow. Can I get it? Okay, I got 3 of the hits out of the way at least.
Nice.
I should be able to get the kill here, which is still kind of quick, I guess. All right. A lot faster than the first 2. So I guess this death, whatever you want to call it, death attack thing is just some raining money, and you just kind of walk around it. There's an area in the middle that you can that moves as the rain of coins comes down. You just stay in the middle and you don't take damage. So yeah, a lot of the later boss fights is just Ice Arrow with Alfred, Axe with Miriam. A couple of those does the job. One more character to add to the party. Jeeble, I believe, is how his name is pronounced in Ritual of the Night. I called him Gebel for a while, but I guess that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Jeeble, I guess, sounds better. Also very useful in the normal speedrun. Zangetsu's kind of like the Mario to me in like Super Mario 3D World's an example I like to use. He's just very average across the board, so there's not a lot of good uses for him. Jeeble can turn into a bat, which is very useful, and we'll see that used a lot. I'm gonna get some weapon real quick. So something I haven't mentioned is that there's a number of shortcuts. You'll see these skeletons pointing in a certain direction. Those are shortcuts. So any opportunity I have to utilize those shortcuts, I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm just kind of.
We're not going the long way in a speedrun?
Given how things have started for me, you know what? I would like to avoid going the long way as much as possible. So any opportunity, like this little ledge right here, like why would I want to go up there? You know, go all the way around. I'm just gonna turn into a bat and skip all of that. Get that out of the way. Another little shortcut here is we've got this giant flaming rock man. Big fan, but I gotta get rid of him. That's a little shortcut. This room I hate, and we'll see an iteration of it later that's even worse. These birds that drop frogs, just the worst. If you fall down there, it's like that. As soon as I say if you fall down there, it can be problematic. I wasn't paying attention to my weapon. I ran out of weapon. That's what it was. I'm actually going to be Zangetsu for a minute. You'll see me switch to Jeeble whenever I hit the purple lanterns, because I'm guaranteed to get a mana drop with Jeeble, because Jeeble doesn't have any other sub-weapons other than turn into a bat. Oops. When I stop talking, that means I'm like focusing.
That's how it works.
I love to talk during my runs, but when my muscle memory's out of whack, I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna, sit here with my mouth open and hope for the best.
You're going into gamer mode. We get it.
Yeah, that is gamer mode. So this is also a problematic room. So I just like to turn into Jeeble and avoid all of that. I have 26 weapons, so I'm gonna be Jeeble again and add some weapon real fast. Definitely not the optimized way. I could just fly up with Jeeble, but I try to be very conservative about my weapon use. All right, next boss fight. That one wasn't too bad of a level. This one also has a pretty quick fight. If I can land the first ice arrow, I can there's like a two-headed dragon here, and if I can land the ice arrow such that I freeze both of them at once, then I can get through the first phase pretty quickly. So I'm gonna hope that happens. Oh, of course I didn't get it. All right, there we go, we got it. All right, we got rid of the first phase. That's fine, I'm fine taking that damage. Thankfully, I'm not too worried about the amount of weapon mana, whatever you want to call here. I should have enough to still finish this, even though I wasted a couple arrows there. I'm gonna wait for the little scream thing here. Freeze. Axe. One more axe, we're good. It's actually good to have a little less weapon going into that fight, because at the end of each boss level, it counts down your weapon from whatever number you have down to 0, so that takes off, from your RTA time. I'm not sure if it takes off from the in-game time. So ideally, you would finish this, each of these fights with 0 weapon, but not the case here. So you see, I maybe lost like a second and a half there, just counting down. But for someone such as myself, I'd just try to be a little bit on the conservative side. I'd rather have, the mana and the ability to do all that damage than, run out and lose even more time.
So this is the last area you're going into, right?
There's 8 stages. So I don't even want to know what the timer looks like right now, but this is what, the 5th stage? Or sorry, the 5th stage I believe is what we're in now. Because the 4th stage would be where we got, or maybe it's the 6th stage. I can't do math right now. It's a struggle.
Now, chat, let's get some cat jams, because this is a tune I'm familiar with, and this is definitely a jam.
So I was just about to say that this is maybe my favorite track in the game. There's a lot of good ones, but this one is maybe my favorite. I like it a lot. It's a good one. I'm fine. Oh, fine taking that damage. So part of the reason I like to play on casual instead of veteran is that there's no knockback damage, and that's probably one of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of a lot of Castlevania games, because that knockback is not something I'm a fan of. It makes platforming a lot more difficult. Okay, I just need to get a little bit more weapon real quick. But if you're on casual, you just take the damage and don't move, so that makes this a little bit easier. Knockback might build character. I'm good on character. I'll pass things. I need Miriam here. So this painting, if it hits you one time, it kills you automatically. If you just hit him with the ice with Alfred, then you're good to go. Just one attack and you shatter that enemy. Again, Jeeble's very useful here.
So what do you think, chat? Can we get a $5 hype train going to wish the rest of the run some luck here?
it's getting back on the rails, so that's a positive. I haven't the first 2 levels were a nightmare, and those are like very easy. And my SNES controller, my iBuffalo, I'm dropping like the D-pad, and it's probably just me being nervous because I've messed up so much, but I've definitely been doing a lot of pressing up instead of left. So if you see me like do a dash as the bat when I'm trying to like go up as the bat, that's me goofing up an input. All right, here we go. Next boss fight. This one I hope will also be pretty easy. I should have come in with a little bit more of my weapon, but we'll see how it goes. D, why you gotta bring up Unearthed?
Yeah, I was just about to say, why as a geologist are you not running Unearthed?
Well, I have run Unearthed. It is a truly, it is a spectacle of a video game. Oh, that was a pretty quick kill. That fight's over.
Decap coming in with the first $5 of the hype train. Bad luck be gone, destroy that game.
Boom. This is the fight casually that I had the most problem with for a number of reasons. Something I didn't mention is that when you're on the top of the boat, you're constantly being pushed in one direction or the other because it's very like windy or whatever. So that's a factor across a lot of that level. But then also there's the wind attack that I kind of ducked through when I was playing as Alfred. If you're just standing up, you get blown right off the stage, and I got pretty upset playing it casually. I was like, what am I doing wrong? And it turns out you just gotta duck. I think casually this level is my favorite, just in terms of the level itself, not the music. The music's pretty good too, though. I don't like a lot of horror stuff, but in terms of like games or movies and like watching or playing them myself, I messed up there. Oh, that's not good. I gotta think about what I may just kill myself.
Don't do it.
That was the thing. That was the thing where I was talking before the run. I'm like, I'm going to be talking and I'm going to do something I wasn't supposed to do because I was too busy thinking about what I was saying and not in action, because I need what's in that lamp, but it's not for Jeeble. Thankfully, I can kill myself really quickly right here. So
while you do this, Anonymous coming in with another $5 to add to the hype train. Geology is my favorite gaming type. Please win for all the rocks out there. It will make Lars smile.
Did you say that was anonymous?
The name is anonymous, so it's an anonymous donation.
Only for you. I'm well aware of where that came from. Thank you for the donation. That comment sounded a little too inside jokey for me, though. There we go. This is what I wanted. Okay, I definitely need the ice arrow for Alfred, and I'll show y'all in a minute why I need that ice arrow so badly. And because I died, I have to make sure I get back on track with my sub-weapon, so I need that axe. So every time I see a lantern, I'm gonna see if I can fish for the axe, because I don't know where all the axes are supposed to appear. Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm just going to do a quick talk here real quick, just to make sure that my microphone is sounding fine to everyone.
Wonderful. It's also kind of funny because a lot of the speedruns that I like to run are ones where there's not like a set script that you follow, and you kind of have to ad lib as you go. And here I am, definitely not following the script and ad-libbing a whole lot, and I'm, you know what, not having a good time. I would like to be back on the script, please. Thankfully.
Pretty sure we're all having a good time at your expense, though, so that's what's important here.
You know, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, chat has been pretty happy with this run so far, so you've been doing pretty good.
If it was an unfortunate run and not entertaining, you know, that's the worst of all the world, so I'll take it. I'm also a big fan of like promoting people getting into speedrunning, because I've had people, I don't really stream that much anymore currently, but I've had folks be like, oh, I I'm too bad at the game. I can't speedrun it. I'm like, look, any game that I want to speedrun, when I first played it, I was real bad at it. So if you enjoy it, you know, that's the big thing. Just play the game, and then you'll get better, and then you'll play it some more, and you'll get better again. You know, and then eventually you're better than. You'll probably pretty quickly be better than this, I would imagine.
DD is coming in with the next $5 for the hype train. Is it too late? Honk.
Oh, you know, I retired from that run. When I did that run at NoReset, I'm taking a whole lot of damage right now. Oh, I got a big heart. Thank you. But you know what? Actually, I did my first ever marathon run at the NoReset DreamHack Atlanta 2018 when I did Uncharted, which I talked about earlier. And that was when I heard about Untitled Goose Game. Just like we were just walking around, and I was like, Untitled Goose Game, that seems like a great game. And I decided then and there that, like, if there's going to be another DreamHack Atlanta 2019, which there was, I'm just going to take damage through this, that I would run that game. And that was before I even knew anything about the game. And I'm happy that that actually came to pass. Why don't I just ignore them? That's a great idea. So that was fun, and that was a really fun run. So I'm happy that honk is a meme. All right, Blood Lady. Oh, this can be quick. We'll see if it's quick. Oh, that's a good start.
Bloodless is my favorite character from Ritual of the Night.
I missed it twice. I don't know how I missed that. I'm missing it a lot. Okay. Oh my gosh, I thought I would have the... Okay. Oh, this is not good. Wow, that was still pretty quick, somehow.
We got there.
All right, I'm gonna switch to Alfred because I'm about to take some damage. That Typhoon does a lot more damage than the other bosses do, so I have to be very careful about my health management, and basically you use those moving umbrellas as platforms to get up to the boss, and the same applies there, where the head appeared there on the Typhoon. You can hit it and jump through it and not take any damage, but Alfred was the only one that had enough health for me to feel comfortable, you know, tanking that damage, so I couldn't get up there very quickly, so I just decided I would just take the damage. Okay. I actually like the music in this level too. I forgot about the music here. Ooh, I almost jumped there. That would have probably done me in. A lot of vertical climbing in this stage, and a lot of dodging that I have to do. I don't know how I clipped to that platform. Thank you all for supporting me in these trying times. Something that will help me a lot is this right here. That'll help me defensively.
We are sending our thoughts and prayers to the RNG gods.
This is the RNG gods, or whatever god's punishing me for my hubris. I was like, yeah, I can run a Metroidvania. Oh, here's another shortcut. If I go really quickly, I can avoid getting hit by an arrow. I did that. Pretty successful.
That was all you.
I did that. That wasn't chat. I appreciate you, chat, but that was all me. Just let me have this victory. I'll let y'all have the rest of it. We'll switch over to Zangetsu. This room can be a little stressful.
You know what? I think TwanM4n is just getting bad at chat for not meeting the incentive. So he's doing all this on purpose to try and stretch it so we get more money for the National Multiple Sclerosis Society.
I'm definitely concerned as to how this run would have gone had I played it on Ultimate, given how most of my practice runs were on Ultimate, thinking that a lot of it doesn't change. Oh, that was bad. Almost messed up. But I guess maybe I should have done some more runs on normal. All right, another painting room. Again, I'm just going to switch to Alfred and freeze the painting and then hit it. One of my favorite enemies in Ritual of the Night's the paintings rather.
And
ideally, I'm sorry.
You're fine. as Lyra's saying in chat right now, it's both the runner, the comms, and staff, and everyone wins cause charity runs for the win.
Absolutely. I feel like I sound like someone that's never done a marathon run before. I've done many marathon runs. I'm just... one of these was bound to happen, I guess, is what to say there. All right, here's another shortcut that's really useful. It took me a long time to figure out how to do this shortcut. You gotta freeze this big enemy, and then you have to have the axe to take down that little shortcut there. And that skips a decent amount. I'm gonna switch over to Jeeble real quick and grab that. Here's where Jeeble's very helpful. Just skipping through all of this, platforming in this little room can be a pain. Oh, on if you're not just flying over with a Jeeble. Again, another shortcut that if you just slide with Miriam, super cool. I don't mind taking some damage there. Only really the beginning of this level super stressful. I'm just gonna build up some weapon here. Because the end part here, the boss, once you know a strat to take out the boss, this boss is pretty trivial. My nose itches.
So chat, let's see if we can keep this $5 train going for the MS donations here for charity. I'd love to see that train keep going. Let's see if we can get it all the way up to Super Castlevania 4 whip only, which is currently at 655, 1250. And of course, if you want to see your favorite character in the Castlevania 2 randomizer, we have Mario, Samus, Link, and Michelangelo as the 4 that you can choose from. Currently, Samus is in the lead with 122.78, Michelangelo in second with 22.22, and then we have Save and Kill the Animals. Save the Animals currently at 297.22 and Kill the Animals at $65.
So as you saw, pretty straightforward fight if you just have the ice arrow and the axe. It just takes a cycle of, or a combo of that 3 times and enemy's gone. It can be kind of stressful if you don't know the attack patterns. Final level. We've made it, chat.
David TKI coming in saying, "No, I must slay the demons," Zangetsu shouted. Gremory said, "No, Zangetsu, you are the demons." And then Zekutsu was the Dark Lord.
So you can fall down all the way down to the bottom step, and you can skip this stressful part where it looks like these, like, I guess a ton of bats or whatever is coming at you. If you just hold down, they're not going to kill you. But I'm very afraid that I'm just going to fall and mess it up. So it gives me a second to take a breath, to just walk down those steps. So it loses me a little time, but I need the breather in this level. This level can be stressful. So we're just going to sit for a couple seconds. I'm going to hope for a mana drop during one of these bad attack sequences. We'll see if I get one. Did not get one, that's fine. I'm going to grab some right here. Ooh, gotta move a little bit more. So Alfred's fire here is just lets me tank all the way through this, and that's a nice little shortcut.
We all like shortcuts.
I'm getting very stressed out and anxious right now because my least favorite room in the game is coming up. So I'm hoping
You got it.
It's very input intense. At least the way I do it. Which is, I don't know if that's the ideal way to do it, but it's the way I do it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to mix it up on. I'm going to try to do it a quicker way just to give myself some confidence.
There you go.
In my darkest hour, I'm just going to be as aggressive as possible. All right, I'm just going to...
Risky strats are the best strats.
I'm going to Jeeble my way up to like here. So if you just try to climb this, it's pretty stressful. It, you know, literally like climb it. But if you do that, it's a little less stressful. Okay, I messed that up, but maybe there's some man over here to help me out. Okay, that's great. I actually needed that pretty badly. Remember that frog room I was talking about? This is the last stressful room. I can't. Okay, I'm switching back to Zangetsu because I'm very afraid I cannot die as Jeeble in this room. It would be very tragic if I died as Jeeble right here because I need him in this room.
So is there a category for playing this game with only one character?
I believe so. I think Zangetsu only is a big category.
Yeah, Zangetsu only is very popular. I know that
Okay.
Bobby the Blacktastic runs it quite often, or used to.
God bless Bobby. You know what? Y'all need to check him out. He's so good. He didn't know who I was, and I met him at SGDQ, and I was like, "Hey, my name's TwanM4n," and he like ran upstairs, he's like, "Stay right there." Ran upstairs, grabbed the camera, and took a selfie with me. And I'm like, "You don't know who I am." They're like, "Doesn't matter,
Bobby's
dude."
the best, man. Bobby's the best.
He's great. He's great. I can't say enough good things about him. Anyway, this is the final boss.
By the way, if you see Bobby, you have to offer him a Naga shot.
Okay.
Yeah, a Naga shot. It's a very ice cold unit spicy vodka. And, that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, this is sketchy. But I am getting a lot of hits in. So Jeeble is definitely the best character to use here. I was a little too aggressive there. Because Jeeble's got the 3 different bats with his basic attack. There we go. So it's easy to get through this, and you can tank a couple times. I'm home free at this point. There's a second phase, but the reason I needed Jeeble in that last room before the boss fight was to grab this lightning attack that I used on that bird boss on the boat. If I just spam it here with Alfred, then I should be able to take out the boss pretty quickly, and then time will be on the last hit. It'll be one of those like flash type things, and I'll try to say time, but it's kind of weird timing it. It's just whenever the last hit is taken. I did that a little early. We should be fine though. Couple
Chat's
seconds.
having fun with the slowpokes right now. But you got this, we believe.
And we're good now. We're fine. And where is it? Time. There it is.
Good
I
game.
made it. Okay, the first 2 levels were atrocious, but everything after that wasn't too bad. I took that 1 death and jumped into the fire, but that didn't cost me that much time because I just respawned in the same room. But anyway, that's Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, any percent, no out of bounds, normal, casual. I'm TwanM4n. I hope you enjoyed your time here watching me struggle through the beginning and figure out a way to make it happen in the end. I will be hosting for a bit tomorrow, so if you want to hear some more of me, that'll be a thing tomorrow morning. So, yeah.
And where can chat find you?
Twitch.tv/TwanM4n currently. I'm probably going to switch that name, but if you want to follow now, that's where you can find it, because I'm really going by Twan right now, but I didn't want to mess anything up for the marathon, because this happened between submitting and the marathon starting. Twitter, Ichi_Twan. I just post random attempts at being funny on there, so whatever. Also, my dog Remy, this is my shirt. Shout outs to my dog. But yeah, that's it. I know I was overestimated, so I don't want to hang around for too much longer.
You're fine.
All right.
Thank you, G-Virus. Thank you for your support.
You're welcome.
And I mean that sounded insincere. You're great. You're fantastic. I appreciate it.
It's all good.
I always sound sarcastic, and I don't mean to be.
Oh, no, don't worry. I get you. You know what? Even if you are, I'll still take it as if it was sincere. So either way, whether you are or you're not, it warms my heart still.
That's a good philosophy.
There you go. So I guess we're ready to get ready for Castlevania, Sinith?
Yeah. So that was Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, 80% no out of bounds, normal casual. Up next we have Castlevania, 80% on the NES by Kid Charlemagne Returns. Stay tuned.